sweet summer children. Expectations subverted. Expectations subverted. What the hell did I just watch? I'm hurt. Literally, I'm hurt. Like my heart hurts right now. My favorite character, whose arc is probably the best thing ever written. To me, it crashed and burned. Yeah, Jaime. Jaime backpedaling on everything he had become. Taking Brienne's virginity, having her outside crying in a bathrobe, running back to Cersei to die with her. It's not where I saw his arc going. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Daenerys. Poor Daenerys. And let's just go. So Varys is trying to have Daenerys killed. Surprise, surprise. He wants to kill her by poison. He's using the little girl to do it. Jon tells Varys to fuck off. And surprise, Varys is killed by a dragon. Just as it was set up in season 6 and 7. You know, we expected that. We expected it. They set it up. They earned it. We got it. The scene with Tyrion and Jaime was a touching scene. Probably the best dialogue in the entire episode. It made me tear up. Also, the scene with Arya and the Hound. That was some really good dialogue. But the star of the episode was Daenerys. And please, somebody, anybody, make it make sense. Help me. Help me. I'm asking Rita, help me. I'm hurting. Matter of fact, watch this.
It'd serve you well. Your children after you.
You say you can't have children.
The dragons are my children. They're the only children I'll ever have.
I can't have children.
Who told you that?
The witch who murdered my husband.
Has it occurred to you she might not have been a reliable source of information?
What's the reason? What was the reason? What's the reason?
What was the reason? What was the reason for this? I'm tired of making excuses for this rushed bullshit. Daenerys Targaryen is a character that does have a fiery side to her. She can be violent, and that is something she has always tried to temper. But for Daenerys Targaryen, mother of dragons, breaker of chains, Misa, to all of a sudden go completely insane and become some mad queen, I find it ridiculous. I think a big part of why everything this season seems so ridiculous is because it's been rushed. It's been rushed. They're tired of it. They want to be done with Game of Thrones. They're ready to move to Star Wars. They want to be done with it, and they rushed it. They tried to compact everything without actually telling a story. They're hitting bullet points instead of telling an actual story. Everything that Daenerys has done that we find distasteful has always been for a reason. When she burns Mirri Maz Dor murdered her husband and her baby. Mirri Maz Dor was one of the women who Daenerys saved from the Dothraki. She burned slavers and rapers and turncloaks, not innocent children. She burned the masters of Astapor not just to have the unsullied. She gave them a choice to follow her. She'd freed slaves everywhere. She was offered multiple opportunities to go back to Westeros, and she stayed to fight for her children, the slaves. So for Daenerys to just snap and start killing thousands of people after they have surrendered is a character assassination. It's the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this couldn't be Martin's third twist and that this isn't going to happen in the books, because I don't know. Because there is a struggle between Daenerys' fiery Targaryen nature and her good, kind, gentle heart. But by no means will it happen like this. There is literally nothing over the course of 8 seasons that would make you think that the breaker of chains would slaughter innocent children after she has won a battle. Why doesn't Daenerys like bells anyway? Like, what the hell did bells ever do to her? I don't get the significance. If you want to make Daenerys a mad queen that will slaughter innocent children for no reason at all, then earn it. Daenerys losing her friends isn't enough to cause her to do this. She's lost friends before. Her losing Rhaegal isn't enough to make her do this. She lost Viserion and she didn't do this. She went to the north to fight for the living. If you want her to be crazy, show her making some questionable decisions. Show her being without mercy towards the innocent. Show her being without mercy to her enemies, because even her enemies she has been merciful towards. Randall Tarley, first off, he's an asshole. Randall Tarley is a complete douchebag. He was sworn to House Tyrell. He turned his cloak for a better position and turned on his liege lady, Olenna Tyrell, and led an army into her castle. When Daenerys told him to bend the knee, he refused. Even when Tyrion suggested the wall, he refused. She burned them, but not without a chance at mercy first. Yes, she has always had her dragon identity, her fiery, violent side, but it was only towards people who had it coming, like the calls of the Dosh Khaleen that were wanted to rape her, all of them, and then let their horses have a turn. You know, those guys. Yeah, she burned them. So what? Whatever. They did it. She did it. Cersei woke the dragon. She literally just burned everything for no reason, because clearly, I guess she's Aerys Targaryen or Viserys now, or Aerion Brightflame. I mean, I don't think people understand exactly how crazy these people are that are considered mad, and how Daenerys is so much different than them. Aerys was ordering pyromancers to light wildfire to keep winter away. Like, yeah, light these wildfires so, the winter will just go away. He burned hand after hand, lord after lord. Had Daenerys done some questionable shit in Winterfell, like put Sansa on trial for treason or threatened someone, it would make sense. I think what they are trying to say maybe is that war is awful and power can corrupt the best of them. But Daenerys literally killed more people in one episode than the Night King did across all 8 seasons. It's hard to watch. But then also, it's like everyone does this. This is war. This is what war is. Not only in the real world, but in Westeros. Aegon the Conqueror did it at Harrenhal. Robert Baratheon and Tywin did it. They killed little Targaryen babies, ripping one from his mother's breast and bashing his head against the wall. It's what they do. It's war. It's ugly. But what Daenerys did after the surrender was genocide. But no one knows why she did it. There is no excuse for it. She had won. She had everything she wanted. In the Inside the episode, Dan and Dave were talking about Jon rejecting her and then her feeling isolated. Basically, they are saying that if Jon had given her the D, then she wouldn't have killed thousands of innocents and innocent children. Others are saying that she thought the bells were a trap. I'm going to make a video for my episode 6 predictions, but I'll tell you right now, Jon is done with Daenerys and Daenerys is done with Jon. And Daenerys will likely try to have him killed, or Jon will try to have her killed. The only way for Daenerys to secure the throne is to kill the only other heir that has a claim to the throne. That's how this works. That's why Tywin killed Aegon and Rhaenys and laid them at the feet of Robert Baratheon, because that's how you secure the throne. That's how this works. It's going to be really sad from here. It's going to be really sad. I feel like episode 6 is going to be really sad. I'm still looking for the bitter sweet, because this episode was just plain bitter. So I guess it's going to get sweet next episode. But what do you guys think? I'm depressed. I'm upset. I'm ticked off. Anyway, the first episode of the Obsidian Nights podcast is out on Quinn's channel, Ideas of Ice and Fire. I will link it in the description box. Also, I wrote a book with some other YouTubers called The Thrones Effect. It's available now on Audible and Amazon, and I will link that below for you. And that is about how Game of Thrones conquered pop culture, and we wrote that before season 8. And the Golden Company, what a waste of an army. Also, I feel like Cersei deserved a better death. She deserved a better death than that. But what did you think of tonight's episode? As always, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone that supports me on Patreon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and join the Sweet Summer family. Okay, my sweet summer children. Have a good day.
Shame. Shame.